That's all for today. Oh, and don't forget, we're squeezing bubo tubers tomorrow, so be sure to bring your dragon hide gloves.
Professor Longbottom, would you mind taking a look at my Screech Snap? I'm afraid I've neglected it, and it keeps squirming and squeaking.
Probably a case of over-fertilization. Let me take a look.
That's that magical object that changes colours when you've forgotten something, isn't it?
A remembrall, yes. And by the looks of that red smoke, I say something slipped your mind.
The only problem is, I can't seem to remember what it is I've forgotten.
I had the exact same problem when I was your age. I was always forgetting things, you see. Gran sent me off to Hogwarts with a remembrall, just like this one, in hopes that it'd help me remember. But all it did was leave me more lost than before.
You? Forgetful? But you're always so reliable and confident.
Believe me, I wasn't always that way. I was clumsy and timid, something Ron never lets me forget. It's all in good fun, of course, but he still teases me about my early Hogwarts years to this day. This remembrall is his latest joke. He wanted to make sure I didn't forget about my birthday dinner this evening.
It's your birthday? Then what are you still doing here? Classes are over. You should go and celebrate with your friends a little early.
But what about your Screech Snap?
I'll figure it out. You always do so much, Professor. Let me do a little something for you for a change, at least for today.
Well, if you insist. Thank you.
I don't hear any whispering.
Shh! Keep it down! Some of us are trying to sleep.
We're sorry.
This is nonsense. We should try and find something in our textbooks like everyone else.
Where's the fun in that? Especially when there are all these beautiful paintings to explore.
Maybe we need to try a new approach. I figure if we look at Hogwarts as a polyhedron with paintings on every side, we could increase our odds by covering each one. We should split up.
Good idea. Kevin and Ivy, let's go check out the paintings in the Great Hall.
You like to paint, don't you, Lottie? I love to paint. There's nothing that makes me as happy or as sad. What's the matter, Lottie? This reminds me of the paintings in my house. Wonderful landscapes, full of amazing creatures. My father would travel to these far-off, wondrous places so that he could paint what he saw with his own eyes. Promised he would take me with him one day too, when I was ready. For all the things he painted, he never painted himself. So I never got a chance to say goodbye. What happened to your father? He went off to paint something and never came back.
Aw, are the pretty pictures making you cry?
Or is it just the homework?
Stop it, Cassandra.
No, it's fine. We're on the hunt, just like you. Why don't we team up and work together?
Team up? How are you going to find lost treasure when you can't even keep from weeping at the sight of a few old paintings? There's no way you're going to find something before us.
It's not a competition.
Of course it is. You think they give top points to the losers?
I think you're you're missing the professor's point.
No, the only losers here are you.
Oh, really? Expelliarmus!
You've been practicing. Well, so have I. Bloody corpus!
Rictus Semper. This is all so silly. Can't we find a way to work together?
Oh, no, you don't. You're going to hurt a perfectly nice painting.
I'll patch you up.
Incendio. A pisky. Looks like you could use some help. Let's make this short and sweet. Totem locomotor. Atmosphere charm. I'll do better next time. Exposing casting. Help is on the way. Topodian Override.
Keep going. You've got this.
Incendio. Pisky.
We work together.
Places.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Is that all? All the
That's not how you play Wizard's chess.
The totem locomotive.
Accio.
Expulsive. Atmosphere charm. Incarcerate. Incendio. A pisky. Expulsive.
Shall we begin?
All the water.
Defeat is only temporary.
I'll patch you up.
Atmosphere charm. Incendio. Control. Totem locomotive.
Keep going. You've got this.
Inflatus. Atmosphere charm. Spectrum Subpack. Let's paint the town. Incendio. Antipodian Override.
This is how one properly holds a wand here. Not my finest hour.
Inflatus. Atmosphere charm.
Incendio.
Incendio. Totem locomotor. Fantastic bomb. Inflatus. Good luck. Expulso.
Oh, it's buzzing. All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Incendio. Incarcerate. Troll.
Sorry, mate. I'm done for.
Out after hours. Dueling in the halls. You kids will be mine after I report you to the head mistress.
That won't be necessary. They were just, working on their assignment.
But the dueling, Professor!
Nothing wrong with a little spirited competition in the name of history. Oh. Find anything yet, students? Looking at the paintings, I see. Why? You must tell me what you've learned.
We were trying to find a masterful painting! There are so many famous paintings here.
You are not wrong, my budding history hunters, but I think we can dig deeper. I want to know what's behind the paint. You never know what's been lost.
I came to warn you. Filth just headed this way. Mm-hmm. You just missed him. And Daniel got hung upside down. Sounds like an improvement. So, we're not in trouble on the first day. That's a first. No, Professor Gorski came to the rescue. You told him about the map? We didn't, actually. But it was a good thing that the professor appeared when he did.
Do you think he was spying on us? Seems like a bit of a coincidence.
Either way, we should keep a low profile until we find the map. Maybe there's a reason the paintings whisper.
But we didn't find anything. Shouldn't we ask for help?
We should. And there's one person who knows more about the paintings in these halls than anyone else. Gossamer! This is going to be fun. Let's go.
Well, that there's a head-scratcher.
Hello, Hagrid. Something wrong? You look troubled.
Oh, nothing dramatic. Just seems some young wizard might have a set of sticky fingers. And by that I mean, someone's been stealing things.
Oh no! What's gone missing?
Pies and cakes, mostly. Set them on the table to cool, and next thing you know, they're gone. Thought maybe it were Fang, except he's been with me this whole time. And a few of his favourite biscuits is missing too.
Don't worry, Hagrid. I'm sure we can track down the culprit. Let's see if they left any clues behind. A bit of careful investigation is all... These look like biscuit crumbs. Very firm. They must be from Hagrid's rock cakes. If the thief ate one of those, he'll be lucky to have any teeth still intact. few feathers, different colours, but not very bright. Probably not a fruiter then. Those have brightly coloured feathers. Good thing too, my silencing charm has never been very good. What was that? Sounded like a strange popping sound, almost like someone using apparition. It's something else. The sound of wings flapping. How odd.
How's it going? Did you find any clues?
A few, but I don't think it was a suspicious wizard who stole your food, Hagrid. I think it might have simply been a hungry bird. A bird with multicolored feathers that also happens to be capable of teleportation. If my suspicions are correct, it'll probably reappear any second. There it is! Or was, I mean.
Blimey! Turns out a Diricol has been stealing my food all this time. I should have known. Poor little fella. Must be starving, maybe even injured. We need to catch him and make sure he's... Now, you know, a Diricol can disappear in one place and reappear in another. Gotta find a... You need my help?
Incendio! Atmosphere charm! Yodotum locomoto! We did it! I guess you don't have to worry about this one stealing any more of your food.
Thanks! You did great. Let's see. Looks like this Diricol has an injured wing.
That must be why he's been stealing food off my dining table. He can't catch for himself. Don't worry, little fella. You can steal anything you want off my plate while you heal up.
Look at that! He seems very happy, Hagrid. But are you sure you can handle another mouth to feed? Fang might be jealous.
Ha! Well, I suppose he'll have to share, won't he? But if you ever do run into trouble with a beast, you know where to find me. My door is always open.
In that case, how about a spot of tea? I could use something to calm me down after all this activity. Hey, Daniel. Thanks again for agreeing to revise with... Wait a moment. Where's your cauldron?
Filch confiscated it, along with all my ingredients. He's convinced I'm the one who swapped his pumpkin juice for babbling beverage. So he seized my potion-making equipment as evidence.
What? But you had nothing to do with that, right?
No, of course not. But Filch received a tip from a concerned student, so he's certain it's me, no matter how much I tried to convince him otherwise. I suspect this is all the Frey's fault, those kids.
But the potion's practical is tomorrow.
No, which is why I need your help to brew a batch of invisibility potion and sneak into Filch's office to get it back. It won't turn us completely invisible, but it should give us enough cover that we can make it in unseen. But in order to do that, we'll need some tincture of demiguise and pearl dust. Do you think you could find some for me? Were you able to get all the ingredients? Thanks. I have everything I need to brew the invisibility potions now. As soon as I'm finished, we can drink them and head for Filch's office.
It worked! We're invisible. Well, mostly. I can still sort of make you out from this distance.
Yeah, invisibility potions are handy, but they won't completely erase your presence, especially in close quarters. Not to mention that you can still be felt and heard. Which is why we need to be careful and hide behind cover whenever possible.
That's odd. I thought I just saw somebody walk by out of the corner of my eye.
of the Black Lake, you know that beech tree on the lakeside? Don't you think that'd be the perfect spot to have a picnic? Maybe, if you're not too busy on Saturday, we can try it out?
I suppose I could take a break from studying for a picnic. Oh, why don't we invite everyone?
Oh, sure. Why not? The more the merrier, right?
Poor Robin. She might as well be invisible for how oblivious Kevin is.
Daniel's probably crying about his confiscated cauldron right about now.
Yeah, that'll teach him not to one-up us in defense.
Oh, lay off Daniel already.
Why? Don't tell me you actually like him.
Don't be stupid. It's just that you two are starting to look desperate. It's pathetic.
Daniel? Doesn't it look like Mrs. Norris is staring straight at us?
She must be able to see through our shroud of invisibility. That cat's too perceptive for her own good.
She's going to blow our cover. Come on, let's try to lose her.
Well, well, Mrs. No. Ah.
Aguamente. Bewitched snowball. Sectum Sempra. Aguamente.
Oh, you've done it now. I'll see the both of you expelled for this.
Expelled for what now?
Good timing, Professor. I caught these two delinquents using an invisibility potion to skulk around my office. Then, when I confronted them, they drew their wands against me.
What? That's not what happened. We were just trying to get my cauldron back after he falsely accused me and confiscated it.
Just say the word, and I'll fetch the chains, Professor.
I don't think that will be necessary. In fact, I can take things from here. Come with me, you two. I trust I don't need to explain to you two how irresponsible and misguided it was to attempt to break into a staff member's office, even if Filch did treat Daniel unfairly. Daniel, you have a brilliant mind. Your well-brewed invisibility potion proves that. That's why I'm gobsmacked you didn't think to ask me or another professor for help first.
I don't know. I suppose I was afraid you'd think I was guilty too. I'm a bloody page. People tend to assume the worst of me.
My boy, I know better than to judge someone based on their background. It's the character of a person and how they use their gifts that matter. You, Daniel, are certainly gifted. What remains to be seen is how you'll use those gifts. I will speak to Filch and see that your potion-making supplies are returned straight away, Daniel. But both of you have to serve a week's detention, and Daniel has to promise to never use those talents for such foolish purposes again.
I promise, Professor. I won't let you down.
Well, that wasn't nearly as painful as I thought it'd be.
Slughorn's right. I'll never be great, or make a name for myself if I keep being so reckless. Here, you can have the rest of the invisibility potion. I won't be needing it anymore.
All right. Now that I think about it, using an invisibility potion to explore off-limit places in the castle, like other houses' common rooms, and the headmistress's office does sound fun. I should give it a go sometime.
Now you're in trouble.
Don't even talk!
Totem locomotor.
Monster bolt! Incendio! All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
I'll get you.
Tivo's assault.
Incendio! Incendio!
Fine,
Over with.
T-bows are stopped.
Thunderbird! Control!
Thunderbird.
I've always fancied my... All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Inflation! What are you doing?
It's not what I'm doing, it's what the Freys were doing. When was the last time you saw them reading?
Never?
Exactly! They were just poring over those books, which are all about time-related magic.
That sounds like trouble. The Freys aren't very good with regular magic.
Right, and time magic is dangerous, not to mention completely unstable. So if they tried anything...
That would be a recipe for disaster. What do you think they were up to?
I don't know, but I heard Fisher say Time Turner.
I thought those didn't exist anymore.
Something like that. But more importantly, of what concern are they to you?
Oh, hello, Professor. Not us, the Freys.
Ah, yes. I ran into those two in the corridor. It seems they had a minor mishap with a swelling solution. Why they thought traveling back in time to undo it would be less trouble than a simple deflating draft is beyond me. Rest assured, I've set them straight. The twins will not be trying to reinvent the Time Turner, as no one should.
Why are they so dangerous? Time turners, I mean, not the Freys.
When used properly, Time Turners are actually quite safe. It's when a witch or wizard ignores the rules and misuses a Time Turner that the results can be catastrophic. Which is why the Ministry of Magic had very strict regulations around who could obtain and use a Time Turner, and who could not.
Have you ever seen one?
I have. In fact, one of our very own students was approved to use a Time Turner a few years ago. A brilliant young witch who you might be familiar with. Hermione Granger.
That sounds like a good story.
Would you like to hear it? This student applied to use the time turner so that she could attend every class. She certainly was smart and gifted. Only mastery over time. For instance, is anything she was almost late one day, which might sound like it was no big deal. The professor of that class made sure that it was.
Time turn. Time turn. Shall we begin?
Wow, time turners are amazing. I'd use one to go back and make sure I didn't say Wolf's Bean instead of Wolf's Bane in Potions class last week. So embarrassing.
There are limits to how far back you can travel with a time turner, silly.
More importantly, there's always a better way to solve a problem than mucking about with time. With the very rare exception, of course. Now, if you two don't mind getting those books back to the library, I'll see you at our next Transfiguration lesson.
That was amazing, Daniel. You're really getting good with your wand.
Thanks. There you are. What took so long? We've been waiting since dinner.
Sorry, just needed a little extra wand work.
That's a great idea. Got to be prepared. I've no clue how I'd handle myself in a duel. I'd probably get disarmed and hung upside down too. How?
Daniel, wait! He didn't mean anything by it. Come back.
What did I do?
Daniel's still a bit sore about, well, all the things you said just now.
He's mad that he got bested by Cassandra and Colby Frey. It was Fisher Frey. How on earth do you tell them apart?
Because one of them smells worse?
Fisher's hair is parted slightly to the left, and he smells worse. A painter has to pay attention to the detail of her subjects. Speaking of paintings, where's Gossamer?
Hello, my friends.
Gossamer, where are you?
I'm in a dark cavern. It must be enormous. There's nothing but black as far as the eye can see. You must have ventured far to find me.
I hope it wasn't too dangerous.
You're behind a bookshelf.
I am? That's fantastic. I love to read. Did you know Gilderoy Lockhart's autobiography, Magical Me, contains a brand new foreword by Gilderoy Lockhart? Take a look and see.
Let's get you out of there. Weird. Someone didn't want that to move.
It's probably enchanted to keep us from rearranging the furniture. Guess we gotta do this the old-fashioned way. A hand, anyone?
Perhaps with a little better leverage. Carpe retractum!
Look out! Fighting Pixie! Teototum locomotor. Shall we begin? Inflated. Incendio. Atmosphere charm. Antipodian override.
We work together. I'm always fancy. All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Well, that must be why they secured the bookshelf in place. Thanks so much, Kevin.
I didn't know they were there. At least we freed Gossamer.
You rescued me. Again.
Of course we did. We'd hate to lose you, Gossamer.
We missed you over the summer.
And it's so lovely that you came back. You never know if your friends are going to return. Even to say hello.
We'll always come back. We promise.
What can I do for you?
We're looking for a map that leads to a rare magical artifact. Hagrid said that one of the paintings might know where to find it.
I've never heard of this.
I thought you knew everything about the paintings in Hogwarts.
Mostly everything. I can only sniff around so much. I only have one nose, I think. Perhaps the portraits in the dungeons would know something.
The dungeons? We have to find the map. Besides, nothing's down there that can hurt us. Right?
I don't think so, but it can be quite scary. Between the creepy noises and the total darkness and the ghosts, why don't you let me investigate?
We'll go and check it out. It's our assignment after all. Besides, how scary can a dungeon in a school be?
We will. Maybe one of us should stay on the lookout up here. I nominate me.
If we stick together, there's nothing to be afraid of.
That's the spirit. Let's go.
Well, I'll stand guard here, in case you need me.
Lumos. Are we going the right way? I don't see any paintings, and this hallway seems to go on forever.
I'm not sure we're in a hallway anymore.
Why's that?
Where'd the walls go?
Surprise! Now, where's your invitation?
You need an invitation to poke around the dungeon?
No! You need an invitation to attend my Death Day party, of course. If you haven't heard, the Death Day parties of Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington are a thing to behold. This time, it's a surprise party. I'm surprising all the guests.
How is it a surprise if you sent out invitations?
Oh, right. That does seem to be a minor oversight on my part. Well, good thing the party's still not for a few weeks, eh?
Sir Nicholas,
I'm afraid we don't have an invitation to your party, but we would love to celebrate with you. If you'll have us, of course.
After much consideration, I've decided that you and your friends can attend the party on one condition.
What's that?
I insist you come as my honored guests. Now, I'll need your still very much attached head sizes to make your party hats.
That sounds wonderful. I can't wait.
I'm just glad I ran into you before the doorman saw you.
The doorman?
Oh, yes, this nasty troll I hired to keep the riffraff out. Not very bright, though. If anyone were to crash the party, he's under strict orders to attack when I give the signal. I simply say the word security, and he comes charging right in. But no need to worry about that now.
You just said the word.
What word? Oh, that word. Whoopsie.
Troll!
This is how one properly holds a wand here.
Fantastic bomb! Inflatus! Totem locomotor!
Not my finest hour.
Atmosphere charge!
I always fancy myself a knight. All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Incendio!
For me, good luck.
Troll! Inflatus! Looks like you... Watch this! The totem locomotor. Fantastic bomb! I'll do better next time. Atmosphere charm! Troll! Inflatus!
Wands up!
Incendio!
Trolls, no problem.
Robin, look out!
Look about your whipping!
Good timing, Kevin. You followed us down here all by yourself?
I was worried about all of you. And I didn't particularly like being left alone upstairs.
How disappointing. Now who's going to watch the door?
Sir Nicholas, while you're getting ready for the party, we'd love to look at the decorations, particularly the paintings down here in the dungeon.
That's a good idea. We need to make sure all the paintings are on the list. Carry on. I must see to the punch. Not a moment to waste.
How are we going to find the right painting? It's not like we can just shout out, "Has anyone seen a map leading to the secret treasure?"
Oh dear, I've never heard of a map. Or have I? No, a lady never tells. Are you the new house elves? Oh no, you're too clothed.
Who the heck are you, lady?
It's a lady apprentice Paget Goggins, and I insist you take me back to the grand staircase.
You'll have to excuse her. Her house burned down over a century ago. Her portrait was the only thing that wasn't scorched. She was moved to Hogwarts after the fire, then promptly stashed down here because she kept ordering wizards to get her tea.
That's such a sad story. She must have lost people she loved. Miss Lady, do you know about a map? It leads to a family heirloom that was lost. We'd like to find it and give it back.
What about our homework?
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
If there was anything your family left you, or anything left at all, you'd want it back, right?
Yes. Yes, I would.
It's okay. I lost someone too.
There were so many people who cared for me. People who would dust me every day and wipe smudges off my frame.
Is she talking about her servants again?
I know about the map. I heard about it after they moved me to this dreadful locale. I can help you find it. But first, I insist that you restore me to greatness. I want to go back to the grand staircase.
I'm not sure we can just take you. Sir Nicholas!
Hello, guests. Oh, I see you found her. Always complaining about the noise, that one. I dread to know what she'll do when the party starts.
Sir Nicholas, can we...
Can you take her? Why, that would be splendid. Yes, away you go. And do make sure you're back before the party starts.
This is more like it. A home that suits my stature.
Wonderful. Now, what can you tell us about the map?
Nothing, I'm afraid, because I've never seen it. But I know who has. My old neighbors talked about the map.
So, where are these old neighbors of yours?
Sadly, they moved away during the Battle of Hogwarts. One left and never bothered to write. The other established a residence in a rather bad neighborhood.
Can you describe this bad neighborhood?
It's rather dreary. Whenever he comes to call, he harps on and on about a dark, secret chamber full of snake carvings. He would very much like to move, I think to be closer to me, but a lady mustn't be too presumptuous. Now, if you excuse me, all of this travel and talk has put me right out. I bid you adieu, children.
Great. Now we're right back where we started. I think I've heard of that secret chamber. I've got an art book that talks all about the paintings and decorations at Hogwarts. There's one chamber that has a rather bold snake motif, although that's just the rumor. The place is nearly impossible to find, and even more impossible to enter. The Chamber of Secrets.
Incarcerate. Incarcerate. Incarcerate.